as amazing as Mike Tyson and Donnie Yen on the screen. I'm not gonna keep throwing 18 more punches to see if the guy is eventually gonna stop blocking with his elbow. The fight could be over, because like he could have broken a rib right there. What is up, guys? John here, aka Bruce Lee. I'm a kickboxing teacher and martial arts instructor here in Canada, and today we're reacting to Ip Man 3, Mike Tyson versus Donnie Yen. And this is the breakdown. Let's get into it. All right, let's go. I guess Mike Tyson's lisp is cured when he speaks Chinese. By the way, guys, we're gonna rate this fight based on two criteria: how realistic it is and how entertaining it is, since obviously the purpose of any movie is to entertain us. It's not just about realism. Let's see what happens here. Mike Tyson decided to do a 3-minute fight like they do with boxing. So what he's doing right there is weaving in. Makes a lot of sense. Ooh. Mike Tyson does hit hard. Okay. He's chosen to get the high ground and start kicking downward. Makes sense to me. Nice slips from Mike Tyson. Bang, bang, bang. Very real. So Mike Tyson's trying to feint his way in, see if he reacts. In real life, guys, don't punch glass, because you're like, this is just like, why cut up your hands? That prevents you from training and hitting stuff for real, like a heavy bag. Come on. Although it looks freaking cool. The one other thing that's kind of like a stretch here for me, guys, is like, I don't know if Mike Tyson would like miss this many times. Like, if you look at Mike Tyson, what makes him so successful, obviously his power and his speed are amazing. But if you really look closely, you know, and how he moves, it's that he's defensively sound and fairly accurate, considering how much, how little punches he throws. So, big thing there is I don't know if Mike Tyson would miss this many times. Hey guys, I hope you're enjoying the video so far. If so, please leave a like, because it means a lot to me and supports the channel big time. And please consider subscribing so I can hang out with you again. For now, let's get back to the video. My guy is a sniper. I find body shots, like when you take them in, so what Mike Tyson did was more of like a scooping uppercut. It kind of like pulls you up. I don't find it pushes someone back that far, but it can like the fight could be over, because like he could have broken a rib right there. So I definitely believe the pain. The classic KSI thing too. I don't think KSI invented that, it's just the only cool face he knows. So, I'm not a kungfu or a Wing Chun expert. I don't know exactly what value this is bringing by losing, like, before he wanted the high ground, now he's getting a bit lower, but it looks freaking cool. A little pistol squat. I guess what he might be doing is that, like, the punches are kind of hard to land. Yeah, there we go. Like, Mike Tyson's not a kicker. That's smart. If you're fighting a boxer, you want to attack their legs. That's really the big, you know, boxing, for me, punches are not even the biggest thing. It's the footwork. It's that strong balance and base that makes boxers so good. And plus, when you add that with conditioning and now, like, obviously the effectiveness of their punches, they're a force to be reckoned with. So, by raising up Mike Tyson's leg and attacking the other leg, absolutely makes sense. You know, that's how you chop down a tree, right? Hit him in the base. I would not try to out-muscle Mike Tyson. Ooh. Again, like, the amount Ip Man moved there is probably not realistic, but, like, for the way Mike Tyson throws, I don't, like, he's not gonna have full power laying on his back and throwing a hook, but I still believe it would hurt a ton, even from the bottom position. The way that Mike Tyson fell down there, by the way, guys, pretty real. I know I said, like, don't muscle a guy like this, but you see what happens that, like, Mike Tyson tries to throw him down, and actually, you can use the momentum and then what we call a scramble, and actually flip him over again, use the momentum that he threw. So, like, that there is pretty real, even with, like, the size advantage and, like, the weight advantage that Mike Tyson has. If I was Ipman, like, your ribs could be, like, fractured or, like lungs punctured right now. Mike Tyson's feeling a bit of fatigue. That's smart. So I know in a lot of Kung Fu, if you watch like Master Wong, he'll actually block punches with his elbows like that. And in some cases, you could actually in a lot of cases, you can literally break someone's knuckles. So in Muay Thai, you're allowed to block with your elbows. And sometimes if someone throws like a body punch, I'll actually bring my elbows down and try to hit them on the top of their glove or try to hit their knuckle on the way in. And you can absolutely hurt someone's knuckle even through a boxing glove. So especially bare knuckle, but even with like regular just regular like fighting, blocking with your elbows, if you can like time it like that. Ooh, good work from Mike Tyson. It's a good hand play is what we call that. Nice little cutting action. I love how they did you guys hear the tiger as if like Mike Tyson sounded like a roar like a tiger? It's like a lion's roar or something like that. The one thing that I thought was really cool is when Mike Tyson hits up, he's getting blocked on his punches a lot, so he scoops the hand up and punctures through. Bang, bang. That's very real. You can do that with people's gloves. Swipe it down, pop it up, lift up their elbow, and then while they're trying to pull it down, you get one free shot in. Very, very realistic so far. So that was it, guys, for Ip Man versus Mike Tyson, or the gang boss, I guess. But before we get into the breakdown, question of the day. Comment below, who would you rather fight? Ip Man, Prime, and like as portrayed by Donnie Yen, or Mike Tyson? Who's more scary? Comment below. Let's get into the breakdown here, you guys. So we got two criteria: realism versus entertainment factor. I'm gonna start with entertainment. I am gonna give that a 9 out of 10. I thought it was so cool and it's so much fun to watch these two in action. And even watching Ip Man, this is Ip Man 3 from 2016. Even watching that back in the day, I thought this fight was pretty cool. But I think it was more like a test of speed or something like that they were talking about at the beginning there. But I think we didn't see that much of like Ip Man throwing like kicks or attacking the leg. Like, I feel like it was a bit of a missed opportunity there. And like, I think as much as I love this scene, the only reason it's not a 10 is I feel like they could have taken this one step further when you have you know, a Mike Tyson here. And like, this is 5 years ago. And he fought Roy Jones Jr. not too long ago. Like, the guy's still in shape. So, again, I thought they could have done a little bit more. Still amazing scene, though. Let's go into realism here. I'm feeling a 7 or an 8 here. And I'm going to talk about why just now. The body shots that Mike Tyson landed, if they're bare knuckle at his size versus Ip Man's side, pop, that's a broken rib, fight's over. So, that's like maybe like a point there that you gotta deduct. I think, like, you could absolutely, like, take those body shots, but, like, they have to be at least partially blocked by your arm. I think those flush ones he landed, if it's pushing, like, Ip Man back to, like, 2, 3, 4 feet or, like, a meter away, it's more likely in real life they're probably just getting decimated in terms of the bone structure, you know what I mean? Like, it's Mike Tyson. Other thing, though, that I thought was a little bit off was when, like, the way they're throwing the blocks and the punches. Obviously, it was super cool, but, you know, tactically speaking, if you're Mike Tyson, you're not doing this. Like, they kind of almost made it seem like he's dumb, in my opinion, because, like, he's doing the same thing over and over, just, like, punching at the elbow. Like, if I punch someone's elbow, I'm like, oh, shit, that hurt. Do it a few more times, this is hurting. I'm not going to keep throwing 18 more punches to see if the guy is eventually going to stop blocking with his elbow. And then even like with the whole like glass thing where like you're going bang, 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 bang. Obviously it's dramatic, but like at the same time, knowing that like Mike Tyson tactically is a very great fighter, and obviously he's not playing himself in the movie, but I just like, it's one of those things when you have like a dedicated martial artist doing the same thing over and over and over that doesn't actually work. Like, you know, I know there's no corner to tell him, like, hey, Mike, do something else, but still, I thought that was a little bit of a stretch, and I'm gonna give this a 7 out of 10. The other point I took off is I think if you have a boxer in front of you, you're throwing a lot more kicks and not trying to, like, just use your elbows. Just my opinion there. Like, a few things here that, again, it's just a missed opportunity. I think they could have done even more with this game when you have someone as amazing as Mike Tyson and Donnie Yen on the screen. So that's my scores, guys. 9 out of 10 for entertainment, 7 out of 10 for realism. Still awesome to watch with you guys, though. If you enjoyed this video, guys, or you saw some value in it, please leave a like because it means a lot to me, and subscribe. It means I'll see you next time. Don't forget to comment below either your thoughts, your score, or question of the day. Which of these two fighters would you rather fight? Thanks for tuning in. Bruce Lee.